fantasy football dispute with Joc Pederson and Tommy Pham. What was your reaction to hearing that you were the player at the center of that little scandal?
That was crazy, man. Actually, Robbie was the first person that told me about it, Robbie Gold. And man, I was like, oh, that was crazy. I guess I was just honored to be in the conversation, you know. And shout out to Joc for having on the team, you know, and taking one for the team.
What's your first impression of Anthony Lynn as a coach? What's he like?
Oh man, he's great, and especially with his resume. You know, he's just the guy. When he opens his mouth, it's like you have no choice but to listen. You know, and like I said, he's been around this league, played in this league, and coaching this league. So everything that he gives us, man, we can run with it. So we all just being a sponge right now and soaking up as much game from him as we can. And then also with that, you know, he was with Bobby Turner as well. So you kind of see the similarities in between those. So man, it's just like we've been at home. It's like we came in and we just run it. Like we ain't had no slack off.
Last year was so tough for you. You started off with an injury. You came back. Did you feel like yourself, and do you feel more like yourself now than you did when you returned?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I would say personally that I feel better now than I did when I had came back, just because I had the off season. You know, I could test my limits. I could see, you know what I mean, what's good, what's bad, or where I could go, where I can't go. So just building that confidence back within myself, you know, over that time, that was real good for me. So yeah, I definitely say I feel better now.
How different is Trey Lance in the huddle this year?
Oh man, you can tell he's way more demanding. You know what I mean? Like he's always been demanding. Don't get me wrong, but you know you can just tell that he's embracing the role. You know what I mean? And you can see it. He's growing up. He's maturing at a rapid pace, and it's every day. It's not just since we came back to OTAs. He gets better every day with whatever he needs to do, and he's been on top of his game.
Is it mental and physical?
Oh yes, no doubt, all this time. That's the nature of the game that we play. But he won't have no problem with it. He's just gonna keep on learning from Kyle and his coach, and I think he's gonna be a great player.
Are those the most high-profile people who you learned you were on their fantasy football team? I mean, have you ever heard of anybody more famous than baseball players who have had you?
No, that was actually my first one, man. So it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of taken back. I had the fam calling me and stuff. So yeah, it was cool.
I mean, there's lots of money being thrown around in that league. Are you surprised about the high-stakes nature of it all?
See, that's the thing. I don't really get too much into it. You know, I just know all that we do on the field helps them win. So I just try to do my part and I let them do that.
Now that the quarterback is a part of your run game, do you see the run game changing at all or expanding, being different?
I mean, we're gonna do what we do. You know what I mean? We just adding another variable on top of all the stuff we already got. So we just giving you something else to worry about. But we're gonna do what we do, and until somebody stops us, and I see that not happen.
Jeff, when you indicated you weren't maybe coming back quite right last year after the knee injury. When you come back from the knee injury, is it pain? Is it just explosion you don't have? Like, in what ways are you not quite all the way back?
I would say all of the above, you know, because that's just a tough spot for anybody to be in, especially being a running back with your knee. You know, that's like the biggest thing you hear coming in the league. So I would say it's more so yourself than anybody else. You know, I had like the hardest fight and the toughest pain that I had to get through was myself during that time, because yes, you want to be back and do this, but at the same time, you still have those little voices and all those little, you know, insecurities in the back of your head. So, like, the main thing for me was just getting over myself and like, hey, you all right? Let's play ball.
You are the veteran in the room now. How do you take that leadership role?
Oh man, it's something that I've been embracing more and more. Like, especially when I found out that I was going to be one of those guys. Well, obviously Juice is the vet in the room, but you know, I feel like they on my side a little bit more. So just taking those guys under my wing, man. Whatever they need, I'm there. You know, if I see something I can help them with, I help them with. I'm one of those players though that I never want to be like a coach or too overbearing over a player, because at the end of the day we all grown. But they all know that I'm open for them if they ever need to call me, no matter what time of the night. If I can help them with their body, like if any advice that I can give, they know I'm there. So we got a cool relationship already. So I just can't wait to see it keep going.
This team is drafted a
I don't necessarily believe it's something we try to take on because that's been our philosophy since day one. You know what I mean? And that's something that you already kind of go through and build in your head before you even get to the league. So it's just enhanced that much more when you get here. You know what I mean? So we always wanted to be the dominant players in our room. We always wanted to deliver the blows and not take the hits. We wanted to, by the fourth quarter, we wanted to be the one to beat you down on top of our line and receivers. You know what I mean? So we feel like we want to take initiative in that. So I feel like that's something that we stand on.
That's good. All right, thank you.
Thanks,
God
man.
bless you.